You ever notice something funny? The older we get, the more we start to realize that people who look successful aren't necessarily living the life they want. Now, don't get me wrong, some folks have new trucks, some have fancy kitchen rentals, some have the good job title that sounds impressive at barbecues, but they're still driving to a building every morning. They're half awake and they're hoping traffic gives them just enough buffer time to gather themselves before the chaos starts all over again. And it's not because they're lazy or made terrible decisions. It's because life kept happening. Kids needed new shoes, groceries went up, gas went up, interest rates kicked everybody in the shins. The world changed, but most people's income, it didn't. So let's talk about the real secret to living life on your terms. Ready? Control. Not control over the economy, not control over the government, not control over your boss or your company policies. It's control over your own income engine. Because when you decide when you work and you decide how your business runs and your business works even when you're not actively in it, that's when your life changes. That's when you go from hoping things get better to building a future that's in your hands, not someone else's. Now, here's the part most people miss. You don't need to invent something from scratch. You do not need years of tech skills, and you do not need to talk to friends and family. There are systems now pre-built, designed for regular people just like you and I, that do the heavy lifting for you. And that's exactly what the Legacy Builder program is. It teaches Gen Xers how to step into an automated business where the system handles the marketing, the automation, the follow-up, the funnel, and you simply learn how to attract the right people and plug into a 2-hour day. That's it. You don't need to spend 8 hours a day hustling online. You don't need a big following. You don't need to be a tech genius. You're just going to follow the blueprint. You plug in, you build smart, and suddenly your days feel different. You could take your laptop outside with a coffee on the porch and work your 2 hours in fresh air. And your business keeps working later when you're making dinner or watching a movie with your spouse or you're in bed asleep. That's right. That is living life on your terms. The secret isn't working harder. The secret is making sure your efforts continue to work even when you're not. So I'll end it with this. Don't ignore it. Okay? If you're tired of always feeling like you're on the clock, it's time to build a business that works even when you don't. Now is your moment. Click the link in my bio to get started. Let's get you learning this step by step so you can finally build something that gives you time ownership, personal independence, and a life built around what you value. Because your best years shouldn't be spent stressed about money. They should be spent creating memories. And that begins today.